made light, and you turned it to flame.
I gave love, and you sold my name.
Whoa, world full of noise, I can't hear peace. Built with my breath, now they beg for release. Golden crowns turn to iron greed. Saints in the dirt.
Oh, we back. So, I just couldn't help but to notice that there's problems in the Democratic Party in Dallas, Texas. And I need some answers. I need to understand Savonda. Come on now. Savonda, we suing now? We suing niggas? I need to get all the information because I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't know. Now, I'm not a Democrat. You know, I'm red all the way. But I feel some type of way about this because Vonda was a classmate of mine. Savonda Bailey was a classmate of mine. And I've seen some of her wicked ways growing up. But, you know, I never really just judged on that. I didn't stay long enough. I left and I transferred and I went to Duncanville. But Vonda tried to help me out one time when I was, and this was before I got put on child support. I asked her a question about some child support legalities, and she gave me a pretty decent answer. But the problem that I have is now that I understand what child support is, so I don't 100% agree with Miss Bailey. I'm gonna say Miss Bailey because I don't really know if she's married for real or not. I don't know if she's really a wife or not. I know she's a judge, and I know what the legal system is about. So what I've read so far, Vonda, if John Wiley Price really made some type of personal advances or anything of that nature, why didn't you say something then? Ain't that like sexual harassment in the workplace if somebody's buying unsolicited lunches and hey man. Oh no. He called her what? He called her that. Listen, that shit's funny. Vonda, you did used to have them kitchens back there. You had them things back there. But you know, it's all jokes at the end of the day. But I want to know, since when, as we from the hood, us niggas, start playing legal games? I just want to know. Is it okay to play legal games now that y'all sister from Carter High School is suing niggas now because of what they said? Is it okay for us to sue now? I just want to know. I don't rock with everything Vonda does because she's a child support judge, and I think she helps the women extort niggas of the bread. You see, so what she's going through right now, I feel for her. But we're not playing that game. If the nigga shot his shot, you should have said something then. Like, why you wait years later? Why you wait 4 years? Let's just say, because what I've read, hold on. I don't want to do y'all like that. I want to show y'all that I really was doing my research on what I'm talking about. You know, I had to go to chat because, you know, I do be out the loop, but I stay in my politics. I do stay in my politics, right? And so let's hear what chat had to say. So I went on there and I put some information in to find out what was going on. So I can be clear. And maybe, you know, me and Vonda, we got some mutual friends. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I knew the moment that I posted her name that the people from Carter, they're going to come and they're going to want to support her and everything. It's not messing with her career. It's not messing with her career. The thing is, she's a family court judge, so it's not going to really bother her career. Because if the people who put her in place, if they really rock with her, They know that he just talking. John Wiley Price been going off. Y'all act like, and this is what most people don't understand about it. Those are two Democrats fighting each other. He feels that she got power that she don't deserve. She feels that he was shooting his shot and he didn't land. So, but this sounds like some high school. This sounds like some shit that we used to do with Carter. But I just want to show. This is the research that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a little bit of research.
Clear, updated breakdown of what's going on between Dallas County Judge Vonda Bailey and Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price, who they are, what they're accusing each other of, and why this dispute has become a thing in local government and now the courts. Dallas News? Who's Who. Judge Vonda Bailey. She's a Dallas.
You said, so do I think child support is extortion? Yes, absolutely. Child support is extortion and is kidnapping. That's my personal opinion, my personal belief. I believe that if a woman is tired of a nigga and she decides that she want to pack her bags and go, you can't just take the kid, but most women do. And most women take the kid and they move and they try to get away from the nigga or whatever the circumstance may be. And then when they want to protect themselves and from the kids, they get law enforcement involved and they bring the courts in and then the courts extort the nigga. So yes, I believe that it is not family court is not designed to help the man at whatsoever. But that's just my personal belief. Like, some niggas want to play that game and play that system and that's cool. I just don't. But yeah, let's figure. So yes, no, I didn't vote for her. I'm just going to be honest with you. I didn't vote for her. I voted red.
District Court, Family Court, elected in 2022 and now up for re-election. Her job, presiding over family law cases and clearing her docket. John Wiley Price, a longtime Dallas County Commissioner, District 3, and local political figure, serving nearly 40-plus years on the County Commissioner's Court. Known for being outspoken and confrontational at times, historically and currently. Commissioner's Court sets budget priorities, policy for county operations, etc. What started the spat? Price's public accusations. John Wiley Price has repeatedly criticized Judge Bailey at public Commissioner's Court meetings, alleging she posts influencer-style content from the bench instead of working. Her case clearance rate is extremely low, he said 28%, suggesting she isn't...
Oh yeah, he definitely a crook.
She's been absent from court many days.
Listen, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm a John Wiley Price fan. I'm just not saying that. I'm just saying he like any other nigga from Dallas. If you're from Dallas, you know how Dallas niggas are. And so my thing is, if Vonda Bailey was really about that life, like she used to be about that life, and if she's really married, like her husband should be checking John Wiley Price. Why her husband not doing it? If it's really personal attacks on Vonda Bailey, why her husband not checking the man? I'm just saying. These are questions that I just ask. You know, I don't mean to offend anyone or anything like that, but I just feel like because if what she's saying is true, that he made personal advances and all this other stuff, and she's married, yeah, why her husband ain't said nothing? Again, Bailey Shaw. Yeah, is Bailey Shaw. I had to remember. See, I smoke a lot of weed. Yeah. So Mr. Shaw, you should be speaking up for your wife right now. I'm just saying, you should be checking niggas. Maybe he's not a Dallas nigga. I don't know. I don't know these niggas. But to sue for $1 million, Vonda, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Didn't you just have a car accident last year? Like, y'all got to remember that there's more things to life. It's precious things. Like, Vonda, do you understand that, like, by you being a judge, right, you ruin a lot of people's lives? I just don't know if you might feel like you're doing a good thing, but you ruin a lot of people's lives. Maybe God was trying to sit you down. Maybe God trying to sit you down now. I don't know. Maybe God telling you, hey, you had a good run. It's time to focus on the family. Why do you want to go back and forth with a nigga, a slimy nigga like John Wiley Price? Why? If the nigga really sexual harassed you, that's misconduct in the workplace. That's grounds for termination. Regardless. I know he was voted in, but I don't know. But I feel like sexual harassment that could be a charge. That's a charge. And if he was popping up unsolicitedly, ain't that harassment? That's like stalking. Ain't that like what that is? But again, I don't know. I just like everybody else. I didn't vote for you. Wasn't gonna vote for you this year. I'm conservative and I don't like child support. I'm just one of those dudes. But I still love you as a person. I love you as a human being. I just think that as a grown woman who has had a pretty decent career so far, you don't want to be sitting on that bench too much longer. You're going to miss out on a lot of time with your family. Maybe that's why John Wiley Price said you missed like 131 days. I don't know. Well, let's finish listening.
He said 100 plus, which he tied to
100
her
plus.
social media focus. She violated the election code by soliciting campaign donations from her office courtroom backdrop.
So you solicited campaign funds. That's what he's alleging. I don't know. I'm just going by what chat's giving me. Public record.
Price displayed her social media in meetings to underscore these points and said, open quote, "In the beauty parlor, you're sitting up on the bench? Embarrassing." Close quote. Bailey's response: defamation lawsuit. Judge Bailey filed a defamation lawsuit against Price in January 2026, claiming Price launched a campaign specifically to damage her reputation after she rejected his personal advances and overtures. His statements about her...
See, that's the part. His personal advances. If anybody knows Vonda Bailey Shaw, ask her what she means. Like, I hate when they be doing that shit. Like, this nigga John Wiley Price he ain't the same type of niggas that you used to dealing with. This is an old nigga that don't have a problem with saying what he got to say. Vonda, if you gonna fight this nigga with your mind and your words, you better start letting your words fling. If you need me to say it, I don't like the nigga, tell me everything. I drop all the dirt on that nigga. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna get my vote because I don't like child support. So, but I do love you, and you are my Carter sister, and I will be willing to step on some shit behind it. But you gotta be real. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the signs that God has given you. Car accident, and now you got a nigga like him who's in the same party as you, political party as you, going at you, and you're suing him. Maybe God is trying to say, Vonda, sit down. You've always just been, and this is no knock to you. You're a hustler. You're a go-getter. You always been one of those overachievers. Maybe God is trying to say it's time for you to overachieve in your household and get off the street, because this world is changing, and it's changing fast. And to be honest with you, the legal system is starting to lose its little, since Donald Trump won, the legal system ain't looking good. You're starting to look like Jasmine Crockett. And you don't want to be like Jasmine Crockett. It might look good on y'all side, but it looks bad. It looks bad. Jasmine Crockett is going to end up by herself. You already married. I've seen too many judges, men and women, who get divorced because of either a power struggle, a financial struggle, or a time struggle. So I don't know how to tell you this. But we're going to keep researching it because I want to know. I'm going to follow the story. So what else do we got?
Activity and attendance were false and misleading, including the 28% clearance claim. Judicial branch data shows her clearance rate near normal, often comparable to peers. His public remarks went beyond bona fide county oversight into personal attack territory. Bailey says Price tried to cultivate political influence early in her career, even visiting her chambers with lunches and unsolicited mentorship.
Political influence. So now we go from, y'all in the same political party. How can he have political influence over you if y'all in the same Democratic Party? Y'all represent this. Y'all on the same team.
Which shifted into hostility when she rebuffed him. Bailey argues Price's statements could cost her credibility, professional standing, and electoral support.
How can it cost you credibility? That's the part I want to understand. If you standing on business, if you standing on the truth and righteousness, it cannot cost you your credibility. People know who you are, Vonda. I saw, like, on Smash the Topic, right? There's a lot of people from Carter who know you, and everybody riding for you in the comment sections. I don't think their voice is loud enough in the comment section to give you a hand up in this, but nonetheless, they riding for you. I just don't see what you're gonna get out of this. I just don't see it. Like,
He's seeking damages, including for reputational harm, and claims he isn't protected by legislative immunity because the comments weren't official county business. Why it matters locally. This isn't just a workplace beef. It's a political and legal showdown with broader implications. 1. Judicial independence and reputation. Bailey says Price's statements undermine trust in her role as a judge. Price says he's exposing administrative accountability problems. 2. Blurred lines. Oversight versus personal attack. Price's defenders might describe his criticism as oversight of public officials' performance. Bailey's side says what he's doing isn't oversight. It's personal attack and defamation.
And it's funny, what I've learned about, like, the corporate world, the political world, and the white people world, when they critique what you're doing, right, it can feel like a personal attack. Like, he could say, your numbers are low. And if you feel like my numbers are equal to my peers, you might feel like somebody is taking a jab at you. But in the corporate world, no, you're supposed to not be like your peers. You're supposed to rise above your peers. Listen, y'all saying that now. Why didn't she report it when it happened? Like, this is what I don't like. See, she's up for a re-election this year. So that's the reason why it's coming out now. But again, we all know Vonda. And I don't know why. I love her, but I can't lie. Vonda wasn't the nicest person in the world. Vonda was not the nicest lady in the world. She wasn't the nicest teenager in the world. She wasn't the nicest, but again, I do, real recognize real. Vonda is a overachiever. Because anything that John Wiley Price's name is attached to, it's loud. It's loud in the city. So whether it's good or bad, it's going to be loud. So and Vonda being a judge, it's only coming out now because she's filed the lawsuit. Again, sexual harassment or harassment of any sort, unsolicited, is a crime. It's a crime. So why didn't she go to law enforcement? Why didn't she get a restraining order put on him? There's so many other things that she could have did before but my thing is, where we do that at? When we start suing. When we start suing people for talking. When us, and you know what I mean by us, when did we start suing each other for talking? For talking. We suing for talking. He didn't say, from what ChatGPT has rolled out for me, the only thing that sounds like it was personal that John Wiley, well, he did, my boy DeMarcus did come through here and said he called her a nappy head bitch. But John Wiley Price is a fool. He's a fool. And that's all I'm saying is, she knew this nigga was a fool. She knew this nigga was a fool. I'm not a Democrat, so this is blue house shit. And this is what they do. Democrats argue, fight, fuss. They turn on each other all the time. Republicans do too. But I'm just saying, right now, this is not good for the Democratic side. You got Jasmine Crockett going off the deep end. You got Vonda suing John Wiley Price. It's a lot of shit going on the Democratic side. My Republican brothers, they just gonna come. Shout out to Everett Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Gonna come in here and save TX30. I am TX30. Semantics matter though. I get what y'all saying semantics, but semantics matter. Again, Crystal, I love Vonda, but she is on the other side. She on the other side, and I don't mean the other side as a political party. She's on the other side of the legal system. I am a man. And I'm a father. I'm a deadbeat dad, of course. I'm a deadbeat dad, first and foremost. I'm a deadbeat dad, and she represents the kidnappers and helps the kidnappers extort the men. So I don't agree with that. But as a person, as a human being, as my sister at Carter, I still love her. But we get too lost in words. Like, to me, if it's meant to be, Vonda she don't have to say her credibility, because she can stand on her credibility. That nigga, everybody knows that John Wiley Price just be talking and he just talk shit and shit like that. She's suing. What are you suing for? You think the money gonna make you feel better? You think the money is gonna stop that nigga for calling her a nappy headed bitch? He gonna call her, it's gonna be even worse. Money don't solve all the issues, right? Sometimes just a real life conversation with a mediator, it is what's needed. Because again, to me, just in my personal opinion of what I've heard, if he made any type of personal advances, any type of sexual harassment to this married woman, why ain't her husband saying nothing? That's where the problem is to me. I don't believe that Vonda should be suing. I don't believe Vonda should be doing none of that. I think her husband should be opening his mouth, checking John Wiley Price and seeing what it is. But it gets a little dangerous sometimes. I know people scared of men in power. I'm not scared of a nigga. That nigga ain't got no power to me. But again, if Vonda got some real life information and she just don't want to, she want to look classy and don't want to say it, just tell me. I'll say it out loud for you. Because I don't like that nigga either. I'm not a John Wiley Price fan. I think I liked more of a Dwayne Caraway at the time. I don't know. I just like the name Caraway. Take the cares away. That's he. But let's finish doing research, because what I had saw a video, right? And on this video, this lady was talking about it, and this is somebody outside of Dallas. I think it might be in like Arkansas. What is 901? I think 901 is Arkansas. But she was kind of giving like a little brief her version of what's going on. Where it go? Dang, should be moving fast. I just had it. Here we go. Back, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, and this is OG. Here we go. John Wiley Price, Vonda Bailey. This was 12 hours ago.
Hand off your taxes to an expert in your neighborhood.
Hell no. Have you seen the so-called tax experts in my neighborhood? Everybody got the AI.
All right, Legal Chess family.
This
one is different.
Again, when has niggas been? Ain't nobody. Y'all ain't never liked the law. You want me to tell you how I know y'all don't like the law? Because y'all ain't never took the time to study the law. Nobody sits the time to study case law. People are moving off of emotions. Your emotions is not going to win you a lawsuit. This is per se. So in court, she can say all this stuff, but even if he did throw an ad hominem, you can't, that's not going to, he's not discrediting her. For example, saying that her numbers are low, these things can be proven. Saying that she did this, that, and the third, taking these off days and stuff like that, these things can be proven. Those can be proven, right? The nappy headed bitch, that could be proven. Because if you remove the wigs and stuff, we know Vonda got that tough hair under there. She got the beady bees. It's okay. That's my sister. She got the beady bees, but that's my sister. Right? But this is This is a bigger game of chess that y'all not seeing. Vonda, there's somebody, right, that John Wiley Price wants to have that seat, so he has to get her out that seat. No matter how he's trying to figure out how to get her out that seat, he's going to try to get her out that seat. John Wiley Price this man beat the feds. How many people you know beat the Federal Bureau of Investigations? How many you know? Wait, I don't know very many niggas who beat the feds. And you trying to sue a nigga that beat the feds? You don't think this nigga been in the game 40 plus years. You just got elected to be a judge in 2022. There's things about the game that you don't know. You're just a pawn on a bigger board. That's all it is. And she's trying to fight with a nigga that's been in power for 40 plus years. And even the FBI couldn't catch this nigga. I'm just saying you gotta play smart. But here's the video. This chick, she put legal chess. Legal chess.
This isn't rappers. This isn't the feds. This is politics versus the courtroom. A sitting Dallas County commissioner is being sued personally by a sitting district court judge for defamation. And when you read the paperwork, it looks like less criticism and more like a targeted smear campaign.
Targeted.
All right, family. Before we get into this video,
I'm just telling you, it's targeted. It's different. Politics is different.
if you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to the
That's why I didn't understand why she even got into politics. It's cutthroat.
Let's get it. Okay. So here's
politics is more cutthroat than street business. The political side of things, I don't understand why she thought she can get over there. And
what allegedly happened. Commissioner John Wiley Price starts publicly accusing Judge Vonda Bailey of faking her court stats.
Faking court stats. People buy views. What makes you think she can't fake court stats? Again,
only clearing 28% of cases.
That could be proven. If he's saying she's only clearing 28% of her cases, that could be proven. That's hearsay.
Not showing up to work.
Not showing up to work. That could be believable.
Basically not doing her job. And he's saying this during official government meetings on the record in front of the media. Problem is, the official Texas court data shows her clearance rate was actually over 90 to 100%.
That's what they say.
So now she's suing him saying, you didn't just criticize me. You lied about measurable facts and damaged my career. Okay, so let's do it.
Did it really damage her career? How many people really know Vonda outside of people in Dallas? Like, if they know her outside of Dallas, it's not because of her being a judge, a real life judge in Dallas. It's based off of her child support show that she has on YouTube. So my thing is, you got to learn, when did we become so weak as a people? Like, it's words. It's just words. It's just words. Fight fire with fire. Come out. Tell Vonda, come talk to me. Tell me the personal advances he made out loud. Or tell her to go on. You ain't even got to tell her to come talk to me. Tell her to go live and say what the nigga did. Don't just say personal advances. You're a judge. If you maybe that sounds, that could be along the lines of bribery. You trying to bribe a judge? I'm just saying. That's a crime, right? You can't bribe a judge, right? I'm just saying.
Quick, a little setup.
You trying to
chessboard.
You trying to sue when you really got a real life bribery case. But you're a family court, and I get it.
He's got political
That's criminal.
influence. But here's the problem. When you make claims with numbers like 28%, that's not opinion. That's facts. And facts can be proven false. Okay, on the blue side, you got Bailey. She brings paperwork. Of course.
First and foremost, facts cannot be proven false. Because a fact is really what it is. It's a fact. And you use facts to get the truth. Now, your facts can be shaded, or I can tell you a story and give you things that I want you to know, but there's always another side of the story. So yeah, it may have been at 28%, but who knows? Towards the last quarter, she probably ramped up. You don't know. So facts are facts. That's they can't, you can't make a fact false. You can't do that. So this woman who's talking, first and foremost, she don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Statistics, official reports, and legally,
because paperwork is
attacking
facts.
the judge's honesty and competence, that's what's called defamation per se.
Per se.
Meaning, damage is basically assumed.
It's assumed.
So why is this?
It's assumed. Damage is assumed. Vonda don't know what's going on. She's assuming that there's damage done to her reputation. She don't know. You're making an assumption. And what I found out, because I just found out about per se last year, when that damn dentist, Jariel Gay Norton, Jariel nigga, that nigga tried to call me a pedophile. And I was like, I'm gonna sue his ass, because these people keep on trying to say shit like this. I'm about to sue. And I called a lawyer, and they say it's hard to prove that there's damage done unless they're like, if it affects your business or something like that. Like if you can't make money or you can't sustain a livelihood, then you can go into it. But it's hard to prove per se. She's a judge. Maybe she knows some people. Maybe she got some strings. But I just don't think her strings are longer than John Wiley Price's.
Dangerous for Price. For one, it wasn't private. He said it publicly, on record, in meetings. Two, it was an opinion. He used specific numbers. That
again, this is just my thoughts. She hired a lawyer. Why? Because you're getting into some stuff that you don't know nothing about. Again, I got a homeboy right now. He ain't no lawyer. He in Vegas. And he fighting the Vegas system by himself as a lawyer. He's representing himself. Again, I'm being facetious when I said why. I'm being facetious. Like, I know why. I'm just saying that it's just hard to even a lawyer going to have a hard time proving per se. And if she's suing him for $1 million, that means she believes he has more than $1 million. That means that 9 times out of 10, either his lawyers are going to be better because he can afford it, or they might settle out of court. They might settle. It may not be $1 million. They say it was, I think if I'm not mistaken, from $250 to $1 million.
If this wasn't part of actual county business, he can't hide behind official immunity, which means he could be personally liable. His money, not the county. It might not be protected. So what are the likely outcomes?
Have you ever seen how this nigga John Wiley Price dress? You seen the jackets and them cornrows and them silly ass glasses? Listen, I wouldn't trust this nigga with nothing. I don't even understand how he keeps getting in his seat. I don't know who this nigga looks slimy.
Let's say settlement, maybe a retraction or apology, or are we gonna have a trial and damages? Or the court could order telling him to stop. But politically, even if he wins, this kind of lawsuit damages credibility. To me, this isn't just politics.
Now, my question is, now she's flipping it. It damages his credibility. My question is, you think John Wiley Price, who's been doing this for 40 plus years, cares about how y'all see him? This man has got into fights on camera. He didn't cuss people out on camera. And it's because he been 100% him, the slimy nigga that he is. Just call it what it is.
This is a
so he don't care.
Power. When you have a mic and a platform, you can't just say anything you want.
You absolutely can.
Especially when someone's career and reputation is on the line.
You absolutely
because
can.
Because eventually, facts hit the courtroom. And to sum it up, here's why this case caught my attention even more. Because John Wiley Price isn't just some random county politician.
Nope.
In Dallas culture, he's known to have long-time ties in a mentor-type relationship with Trap Boy Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody we've already talked about here on Legal Chess. So now you start seeing how small this world really is. Politics, the streets, the music industry, the courthouse, it's all overlapping. The same names keep popping up on different boards. 1 minute, we're covering rap indictments. Next minute, we're covering the same power players in civil court lawsuits. That's not coincidence. That's influence. And when somebody with that kind of influence starts making public accusations with no proof, that's when legal chess turns dangerous. Because power without facts, that'll get you sued every time. So what do y'all think, family? Was this free speech or a political hit job gone too far? And do you think relationships and influence play a role in how these cases move behind the scenes? Drop it below. Let's talk. While you at it, don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for future updates regarding this case. See you later, family.
Yeah, so to me, it seems like this is a bunch of emotional feelings involved. Yeah, this is Jubilee. Did I crush it or I got smoked? I'll look at that later. Where else? I wonder if Vonda said something on her page about it. Let me go do me some research. I don't know. Knowing that every time I tag people, you know, I get my ass blocked when I be tagging people names. Vonda Bailey Shaw. Public figure. All I'm saying is, I told y'all gotta be careful who y'all being pictures with, man. Y'all gotta be. Now, this was April 24th, 2025. It says, happy birthday to our man downtown, Commissioner John Wiley Price. That's what that say. And that's crazy. It's a picture. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't no real. I said, I got ya. She got 28K. Vonda Bailey Shaw. Let's see. Today had to be the longest day of winter. Does she have anything? I want crab legs. It was at the Galleria. Parenting is wild when you're raising. Parenting is wild when the child you're raising acts just like the child you used to be. Same attitude, same emotion, same fight. Oftentimes, correction hurts. That's because you should be at home. You should be at home instead of what you're going through now. Got them gray hairs. These folks here, man. So she ain't said nothing. Let me look at her story. Knowing that this is breaking news. Sorry. Didn't mean to be a little loud. Let me see what she got on her story. I found the person responsible for Dalaska. Hold on, what's this? Prayer channel, dear God, Nope. Of course, attention after giving consideration to the weather updates. The 255th court in person docket will be via Zoom tomorrow, January 26, 2026. And Tuesday, January 27th, in-person hearings, blah, 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 blah. Look, you taking another day off. He was just sitting there talking about you taking days off. Yeah, you taking more days off. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is what he means. This is what he means.
Look at here.
This is what he means.
Girl, look at here. Hey now. Hola, here comes the judge. Ooh, 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 ooh.
See, this is what he means. There's no place in the workplace for this.
You know, body is tea. Like, really, tea.
Now, let me ask you this question. Is that not sexual harassment in the workplace? The body is tea. The body is tea. You gonna sue that person too? That's sexual harassment. No, you like that, and that person, whoever that is.
Look at here.
It sounds like a gay
Girl,
dude.
look at here.
But that might be a
Hey now.
woman.
Hola, here comes the judge. Ooh, 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 ooh.
This is interesting.
Can I interstate for a second?
Cannot.
Interstate,
See?
like a highway,
Interject.
pipe down. As soon as I finish speaking with her, I will allow you to
Pipe down.
interject into our conversation, okay? Do you have any other children outside of those three?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
The minute that I flip one house is nothing. That's chump change.
I'm getting ready to flip over this bench if you all don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
He sleeps in a car with someone while my children are in the house on the floor by the dog cages.
Can you see who's in the car?
Yeah.
Who is it?
The same.
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to
It
find
does. It does.
Said they were with you. Excuse me? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about
telling
to
you.
do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it, okay? All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this? Don't come here and waste my time.
Not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry, just don't do it.
Okay.
All right.
I won't do it.
Can I interstate?
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen to how she talk to people, man. And you be the
No, you cannot.
Interstate,
Yes.
like a highway,
Interject.
pipe down. As soon as I finish speaking with her, I
Pipe
will
down.
allow you to.
What judge tells a defendant or whoever to pipe down? You don't
Interject into our conversation, okay? Do you have any
She's
other
always
children
been a-
outside of those three?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
The minute that I flip one house is nothing.
Jimmy Page, what's going on?
I'm getting ready to flip over this.
That's y'all homegirl. We ain't. That's y'all homegirl. I'm telling you, this is what they be beating. This is what they talking about. Why this big ass nigga? Why that nigga ain't saying nothing? Why he ain't say nothing? Why he letting John Wiley Price talk to his wife? Or you see what I'm saying? Not only that, that's his wife. That's his wife. Now look at this picture. Let's look at this picture. Again, I'm gonna show this picture again. Where'd the John Wiley Price picture go? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no man. Listen, Vonda, I don't know what you got going on, but a nigga that dressed like that, he gonna wreck your life. Gonna wreck your life. He gonna do it. You need to retire. You need to retire now and spend the rest of your good years with your kids, with your daughter. You said she acting just like you. Now you gotta ask yourself, was your mama always at work? How did it make you feel? Mama always at work, trying to, I guess, save the world. To me, you be extorting niggas, but that's just me. It's time to take a break. If you got the credentials, if you want to take a break, and then come back later. Just come back later. Just come back later after John Wiley Price dead. After he gone, he only got a few more years left. To me, I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but I'm going to keep doing some research on this. I'm going to keep following this case because this is very interesting. I don't even like Democrats like that. But Vonda Bailey and Price, they both Democrats. So it's going to be interesting to see how this comes out. I'm going to talk to my boy Everett about this and see what he got to think about it or say about it. Maybe this is the fight that y'all needed. A black man versus a black woman on the Democratic side playing for power. Yeah, that's what y'all needed. Go be great. Go be gods and goddesses. And remember, God loves you.